me.
Hell yeah.
Ah,
We
there
got
we go.
got Dom back on again, part two.
The return of Dom.
Yep, you're the first person to do the Zoom, and now a person coming for a second one. Yeah,
Actually, you think about it. Was I the first to do the week of advertisements?
yeah,
Um,
actually,
they-
yeah,
yeah. If it
yeah,
wasn't for me, man, you'd be missing out on all this action.
probably would.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I know. Yeah, it gets all the shot. It's like the kids in the classroom, man. The first one's got to raise his hand, and the others aren't too shy to do so. It's like
yeah,
that.
yeah. See, did you get a chance to listen to that song I sent you?
Yeah, that was the ironic part about this. I was actually surprised you sent it to me because I remembered somebody else said it. I think it was this year, but if not last year, but not that long ago, somebody sent me that for a review because it's like Phil's, I don't know, one of his other band, Phil Anselmo's
Yeah,
black
yeah,
metal band, the Sour or Scour, and
yeah.
I remember because so I did a review on the channel, and since you watch most of my videos, I figured you probably saw that episode. I forget which episode it is or whatever, but that's when I
Hmm.
first learned about it. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's definitely not bad. It's um, but I knew Phil did other stuff because I remember back in the day he did a black metal band called Viking Crown. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I don't think he took that one very seriously, but yeah, he did do Viking Crown, and there was another, Christ Inversion.
okay, I never heard that one. I remember Viking Crown, but that was it. So I knew, and then it's funny because there's photos and shit. You could see Phil wearing a Portal shirt, Portal from
Hmm.
Australia. He got that shirt from us.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
people have asked like, who's the most famous person that's ever ordered from you? I was like, to my knowledge, Phil Anselmo. But I was like, if it was somebody super famous, like let's say Jim Carrey or something, because supposedly he likes Napalm Death and Cannibal and shit. I
Yeah.
mean, is he buying physical merch? I highly doubt it. But anyway, somebody of that popularity, would they order with their real name? I don't know. Or would they send it under somebody else's name or an alias or a friend's
Yeah.
name? That's I'm not sure because there's a certain point you don't just put your name when you're any you know what I mean? Because that's your home
Hmm.
address or whatever. There's a certain point you
Hmm.
just don't do that. So that and plus there's parts I'm not paying attention, and there probably is somebody that's more famous than Phil that I'm unaware of that placed it on their real name, and I'm just out of the loop. And I'm like, who? Like Lindsay brings up people to me all the time, like this actor or this singer. Or I'm like, never heard of them. Like,
Hmm.
what do you mean? Never heard of them. Who?
Yeah.
And so I'm out of the loop. When it comes to mainstream shit, I'm out of the loop. So, but to my knowledge, Phil Anselmo's the most famous person that's ever ordered from us.
Well, shit, I didn't know you had already listened to Scour. I haven't seen all, what is it, 500 now videos? I haven't seen all
Yeah.
500, but
Oh, it's more than that, dude, bro. I think it's like 1,500.
is it really?
Yeah, actually, I can tell you exactly what it is right here because I have my channel thing open right here.
So you've
Right.
been going for what, 4 years?
It'll be 4 years in December. December 21st will be exactly 4 years, and I haven't missed a single day. But you gotta remember, brah,
Okay.
there's some double dog days in there.
That's true. That's true.
It's funny, and some people like to bust my balls, which that's fine. They can do whatever the hell they want. They'll bust my balls like, yeah, but some of the days you posted a live video, so that don't count. I was like, number one, I said you're getting a video every day. So it does count. I didn't say it's me slobbering all over the place talking. I said a
Yeah.
video. And number two, okay, if you want to play that card, brah. What about the days that I do a live? That don't count as my day. That's a double dog day. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And those I'm sitting there for 3 hours sometimes. Hell, when I'm at Baxter's, he goes longer than I like. We're sitting there for three goddamn hours. You still got the morning video, so it's like
Yeah.
so it says I have 1,467 videos.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot.
Hell yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I haven't seen every single one of those, but
Maybe not. So you got to
yeah,
watch it. Got to catch up with the back catalog, bro.
apparently.
Dude, I'm curious. Put in the comments, guys. Which one of you can confidently say that you've seen every single one of my videos? Every single one of them. The lives, the 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 yeah, well the actual the music ones, the live musics, and my personal lives, the Dead by Dog lives, and all my videos. The only person I could say that maybe probably is Layla Lover, Adam Benson. And when I'm talking about from day one, I mean, you didn't maybe see it from the first day it started, but you do know what the first episode is, which was if you know, you know, it's the Mortician vinyl I talk about, Hacked It for Barbecue. That's my very first video.
Mhm.
If you've seen that video and you know for a fact, you can say confidently you have not missed one single video. I'm curious. Put in the comments.
That person deserves something free.
Probably. Exactly. Yeah. A dog shirt or something.
That's funny that you mentioned Phil, the shirts he wears. There's a Pantera video. They were playing at some metal festival in 92 or 93, some European festival, and he's got a Deicide shirt on.
Oh no shit. I've never
Um,
seen him in Deicide. I've seen him in Venom
yeah,
shirts, and I've seen him in Venom, Dark Throne, and Portal for sure. I never seen
yeah,
him in
yeah.
Deicide though. Yeah.
He always had the one foot in the underground. I mean, I know. I think that Pantera deserves just a little bit more respect from the dog. I'll make my case for you. I'll go to bat for them. Um, Back in it was either 99 or 2000, might have been 2001. This was at the height of nu metal. They could have toured with Korn. They could have toured with anyone at that point. But they took out Morbid Angel on tour.
Yeah. Yeah. I was aware of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And,
Well,
and Phil, that was probably because of Phil, because he was. I mean, the Abbott brothers. I don't think they listened to extreme metal much, but
mhm.
Phil did, and so we always had a contact with the underground, you know. So I always appreciated that.
Yeah, but the thing is you're mistaking a lot of my commentary or overlooking how I talk about things like most people do. You're
Well,
not
you're
seeing
talking
what I'm
about the
saying. What I'm saying is
fans,
I'm not saying I don't have any respect for Pantera. I'm not saying I have a problem with Pantera. It's the
the
fans.
fans. Yeah,
The
yeah,
reason for the fans is because I think they're not true metalheads, not because they like Pantera, is because they were literally the ones, that's where the saying came, what's heavier than Pantera? And they
yeah,
never do this. In my days, they literally didn't even know who Cannibal Corpse was. Or let's say other bands from the 80s. Let's say, okay, well, they might not like death metal, Dawg. Okay, they didn't know who Sodom was. They didn't know who Crater was. They didn't know who Assassin, Protector. I'm talking all these 80 bands you want to throw. Hell, they
yeah.
didn't even know who Exodus was, like Bonded by Blood. They didn't know what that is. And
Hmm.
so to me, I was ripping on those fans, not all, because obviously some, like yourself, like Pantera, know of the more heavier shit.
Yeah,
They just stopped there. I'm like, dude, if you stopped there, it wasn't hard to find Cannibal Corpse or Morbid Angel. Without even trying, you could find that shit. Then you're not very interested. You're a poser because you're not very interested in metal music, but you're claiming that you are. That's all I'm saying. And just
yeah,
like the Limp Bizkits and Corns and Slipknots, again, no problem with the bands whatsoever. It was the fans. I'm like, but dude, this is kind of like rap. And they'd be like, yeah, fuck it, I like metal. And I was always Korn and Limp Bizkit. I was like, this is kind of like rap with a guitar. Okay, all jokes aside, yeah, it has metal elements, but it's almost like rap metal. I'm like, you can't sit there
yeah,
and walk around like you're metalized blood, fucking bullet belts, chains, and leather. I mean, Running Wild said it's chains and leather, chains and leather. They didn't say fucking jerseys and ball caps, jerseys and ball caps. No, chains and leather, motherfucker, represents
yeah,
goddamn metal. And it's like they're so far from that, but they're like, I like metal, bro. They're like trying to fit in. I'm like, but you don't know like any like real metal bands. It's one thing if you liked the Limp Bizkits and Corns and you liked a shitload of other like real metal bands. I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough, cool. But that wasn't the
hmm,
case. So it was always the fans I was calling out. It was never directly the bands themselves. And that's why I thought it was weird when I tried to interview Phil Anselmo. Granted, I tried very, very loosely. Somebody asked, and I guess he replies like, yeah, nah, I'm good. The thing is, and some people are like, well, why would he, dog? You talk shit about him. I'm like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was like, I talk shit about the fans. And here's
yeah,
the thing is, he would probably be able to, granted, he's not going to sit there and publicly bash his fans, or at least he's going to try not to. He would probably somewhat, the funny thing is, dude, if him and I sat and had a conversation, I guarantee if I made my argument, my point, he would mostly agree because he is
yeah,
listening to bands like Morbid Angel. He is listening to Portal. He is
yeah.
listening to Venom. Like one of my questions would be to Phil Anselmo. What do you think a majority of your fan base, especially back in the 90s, it's a little bit easier today because of YouTube and Spotify and shit. What is your take that back in the 90s, at the heat of your success, it's very safe to say, very safe, out of the thousands of people that would be at a normal show for you, 80% of them, and I'm being oh so generous with that 80 because I'm sure it's a lot higher, 80% of them never even heard Venom. You're wearing shirts and you know they're one of the originators, one of the Godfathers. What is your take, Phil? You're promoting metal music. You're in a band that got more popular than Venom, and most of your fan base, they don't even know who that is. What's your
Yeah.
opinion on that? That'd be one of my questions for them.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Well, you just blew my mind. I had something else planned to uh yeah, yeah. Okay. Um so anyway, okay, yeah, Scour. So have you heard that particular Scour song or was it a different
I
one?
think that what I think that was the one he sent me because it was definitely a music video that I watched but I don't remember because I didn't listen to the whole album or anything. I was
Right.
like, yeah. I mean, I didn't know about it prior. The thing is it just the one album and are they touring or anything, or is there multiple releases? Is it a newer band
They
or
just put that out within the last year. I don't know if I mean he's been doing the Pantera shows lately. They
yeah.
put out like three EPs before that.
Oh,
Um
okay. Okay.
yeah, but that's the only LP. Um Yeah, I was gonna say I listened to some questionable stuff in high school, but even then, I mean, I think I probably still have a Corn CD in my closet somewhere, but even then I hated Limp Bizkit, and I don't know. They're almost not even they're almost not even a rock band. They're just I don't know what
Yeah.
they are.
Dude, there was people back in our generation because you're the same age as me, right? We're close. You're like 40.
41, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember back in a generation, dude? There was fucking canoes paddling up river. They had the audacity to call fucking Kid Rock metal.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, again, I don't give a shit what anyone listens to. I don't. But I'm like, what the fuck, dude? How the fuck do you consider this metal? Like, to me, that's literally like me. I don't listen to country. I don't listen to rap. So completely unbiased. And I'm listening to Garth Brooks. I'm like, man, this guy's a fucking killer rapper. You'd be like, someone will look at me like, this guy's an idiot. Like, what are you talking about? That's what I'm looking at when someone says that about Kid Rock or Limp Bizkit. This is a great metal band. Maybe
Yeah,
you like them, but it's not a metal band, brah.
even back then, Kid Rock made me nauseous. I mean, I couldn't believe he actually sampled the Sad But True riff. You
Oh, I
remember that
didn't know that.
song? Oh, it was a hit. It was a hit for him. It was
It, huh?
called like American Badass because of course it was called American Badass.
Oh, God.
But the riff in it, it's literally just the Sad But True riff, and he just raps over it. It's awful. It's
I don't even know.
terrible.
I don't even know if that tool bag's still around.
Kid Rock?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's out there somewhere. I don't know, banging some
Well, no, no.
herpes ridden porn star.
No, I figured the guy's still alive. I just didn't know if he's still doing. I don't know if he's still doing music. Is he or like?
I think so. I I'm not the authority on Kid Rock, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming he still does something
Yeah.
because he still calls himself Kid Rock. I
Well,
mean,
do you know what his actual name is?
I did at one point. Well,
Oh,
Bob, isn't it? Bob
oh, I
Ritchie or
never, I never
something?
knew. I never knew.
Oh, yeah, I think it's Ritchie, Bob Ritchie or something like
Put it
that.
this way, like I've seen like clips like of him and shit, so I have a vague idea what he looks like, but I'm sure that's like early 2000s stuff. If he walked in this room right now, I wouldn't even know who the hell. I'd be like, "Can I help you?" Like I wouldn't even know who the fuck it is. You know?
Oh man, I wish I could say that. Unfortunately, I was watching a lot of MTV when I was a teenager, and he was on it quite a bit. This is like the very late '90s when MTV still actually had some
Hmm.
music on it. It was
Yeah,
trash then, but at least it still played some music videos. I can't
yeah.
believe they still call it MTV.
Oh, is it still? I didn't even know it was still around.
Yeah, and it's nothing but reality shows, nothing but bullshit. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's not even music on it whatsoever.
No, no. And I think VH1 is the same way. I think they're still around doing the same thing.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, before like about the mid 90s, MTV was actually pretty cool and you could see, actual music videos. Of course, Headbangers Ball, that was around. Even Headbangers Ball, I mean, they didn't play a lot of super underground stuff. They would every once in a while. Um, But that's how I first saw the video for God of Emptiness. It
Mhm.
was on Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I did know that was on there. Yeah, that's right around then. And isn't that the time when Black Sabbath took Morbid Angel, or was it Motorhead? Black Sabbath was it, or maybe it was Black Sabbath, Motorhead, Morbid Angel tour. But I mean, that was kind of like their fucking when they really started to get like commercial attention. Morbid Angel was right
Yeah.
around the time. Yeah.
hmm That's still my favorite music video of all time. It's awesome. I love the creature effects in it, and it scared the
Mhm.
shit out of me when I was like seven. I was 7 or 8 seeing that. That's
Uh,
also the first time I heard Death. It was on
okay.
Headbangers Ball. Well, I would have been what, 8 or 9, and yeah, it was the video for like Lack of Comprehension,
Okay.
and I couldn't believe like that's what a human being sounded like on the microphone. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's totally awesome. I didn't actually start listening to death metal till later on, but
Yeah.
yeah,
You at least get some. So before you got into it, you at least had some exposure to it.
yeah. And of course, from there, the next thing would have been Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yep.
was,
Cannibal. Yep.
yeah, but I didn't actually start listening to seriously heavy stuff until high school.
Mhm.
From there I went from like 6 feet under to Crisian, suffocation, immolation, the building blocks, if I guess you could call them the building blocks of death metal,
Yeah.
old school death metal. Um, but I was actually curious. I was going to make this a paid ski, but this is basically a giant paid ski. So
100%. Yeah. You ask it all here, man. Blow your
yeah,
wad now.
yeah, man. What's your take on this? Someone left a comment on one of my videos, and it made me think, like, is there is there an underground at all these days? Because I mean, when we were growing up, there was a clear delineation between what is mainstream and what isn't mainstream. Now, you're likely to see like Cannibal Corpse shirts at Hot Topic,
Correct.
and everything is online. I mean, everyone has a Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Everything is everywhere. Just it's all fractured. So,
Hmm.
I mean, is there an underground anymore?
So actually, I have slightly talked about this, um, and my answer to that is it depends on what you define as underground.
Mm,
Because, for example, by definition, technically, when we're talking about all music, all like major outlets and huge media, even Cannibal Corpse is still technically underground. Reason I
yeah,
say that is because again, if you go into any people like when I say Walmart, but any fucking goddamn scenario to where there's several hundred people, just random people outside of a metal show, and if you're to ask every single one of them, what is, don't say who is, say what is Cannibal Corpse? Kind of like
yeah.
Jeopardy, right? And if they say it's a band, then bing, they heard of them. You're gonna get like a tally. Let's say the grocery store Saturday morning at noon, whatever your local grocery store is that's going to get the most people. Let's say at you go there at 10 o'clock, and every person that walks through the door, 10 o'clock to 10 p.m. Saturday, here's your litmus test. Your goddamn local grocery store that gets the most goddamn people in your entire town. Go there at 10 a.m., stay there to 10 p.m. Every single person that walks in the door, they cannot enter that building until you ask them the question, what is Cannibal Corpse? And then you're going to have a list of never heard of, have heard of them. And the
Mm,
answer has to be it's a band. Because some people are like, oh, I don't know, is that a book? Is that some killer stuff? If they don't say it's a band, that means they haven't heard them. Because anybody that's heard them, they're like, it's a metal band, like it's a band.
yeah.
That's cool. Check on it. I guarantee you, dude, if you're to ask every single person that entered that building, let's say 1,000 people enter the building, I guarantee you, dude, I guarantee you, 800 minimum at the very fucking most the very most 800 would say would not know, and I think it's be more than that.
Probably more than that. Yeah,
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm being
yeah.
because I'm saying that because I know some moon blood listening fucking canoe is gonna come in. Cannibal Corpse, the huge band. Trust me, dude. Go and ask because
Yeah.
even at my gym, dude, when anyone brings up metal music, anyone, I mentioned Cannibal, I can tell you like maybe twice. They didn't even know who it was. Not one time was it a person that listened to them.
hmm
And keep on, this is a person that wants to talk even just metal music, and they didn't know who Cannibal Corpse was. No, they had
Right.
no idea. Like a prime example is a guy I get along with him. He's a retired bodybuilder. He's in his 50s. Him and I jive really well at the gym and he knows trendy music. And he obviously knows Metallica and Slayer. He even used to bounce at concerts. It was last year we brought up, and I brought up Cannibal Corpse. I was like, have you ever even heard of a band called Cannibal Corpse? No, no, like what are they about? I had no idea. That is the
Wow.
normal response. So by
Yeah.
definition, they are technically underground. Now, if you're
Mm,
going to go a little bit more in the metal scene, where
mm,
people are like, ah, come on, man. Again, that's not my definition. I'm saying by normal normies. If you're to ask Katy Perry, she'd probably be like, Cannibal Corpse is underground, dude. I'm lapping them on numbers. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
But if you're to go by someone like somebody the size of Sadistic Intent, Nunslaughter, that type of stuff, the answer might be
Maybe at the very least, they would be like the top stratum of the underground, the top layer, because I mean, it could be that there are different facets to the underground. It's not just one giant thing. You've got the top of it, then you've got the very bottom where the Moonbloods exist, and the Goat Moons and the
yeah, I like to
Dick
poke at
Moon
those
and
guys too,
the
because those guys think that they're so goddamn underground and tough. I'm like,
yeah.
dude, your shit is just as accessible as Cannibal Corpse. Any
Hmm.
12-year-old that just got out of Sunday fucking church can go listen to Moonblood, Vlad Tepes, and Goat Moon if they want. I was like, you know who's more underground than you? That you probably don't even listen to? Bonehead. I was like, is the Ronchus brothers. I'm a big fan. They're not on Spotify. I think you can find clips here. You can find some stuff on YouTube. It's a little hard, but tracks here and there because it's so goddamn offensive.
Hmm.
And I can name you some other bands because we get in stock, some of which the names are so bad I literally can't even say on fucking channel. That's why I laugh my ass off when people bitch about bands like Goat Moon, Satanic War Master, now Asheron, like bands that are
Hmm.
like, dude, if these bands are racist, this is the most Bud Light racism I've ever seen in my goddamn life. I was like,
Yeah,
you want to see racist? I could show you fucking racist. Again, some of
yeah.
the actual bands' names are so bad I cannot even say them out loud because
Hmm.
this video won't even be allowed to be posted.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they have but these people like I'm underground, and it's going to be these Vlad Tepes guys. They don't even know these bands exist. They have no idea. I was like, so
yeah.
by their definition, these appalling, these shocking, these really offensive bands, they're underground, buddy. Your Vlad Tepes is not, because you can easily find that on YouTube and Spotify, buddy.
It's funny, a lot of those NSBM bands so one of the videos I've done recently, because I'm getting going with my YouTube channel. I'm a go-getter. I'm trying to do the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
But one of my videos, is, in my opinion, most NSBM sucks, not just because of the lyrics, but musically. I still haven't. I have not heard an NSBM band that rules musically, and I've listened to okay, the Goat Moon was pretty good. That was what is it? Steel Storm, Finnish Steel Storm. That's a
Mhm.
pretty good record. Okay, I'll
Mhm.
give you that one. But all these other bands like Akitsa and I can't pronounce a lot of them, but
Dude, that's my stance too. The thing is, it's funny because when I rip on that genre, the quote unquote left side, like, yeah, get them, dog, yeah, fuck. I'm like, you don't understand, dude. The reason I don't like it is not for the reason that you think.
mm,
It's because in my early teenage years, I used to check that shit out. I listened to a bunch of it. But
mm,
what I concluded, I was like, is exactly what you said. I was like, I don't care about the message. If the music's good, the music's good. I was like, majority of this music sucks. That's the problem.
yeah,
So in my adult years, when I rip on it, and I'm like, you brought up a Kitsa. I never even listened to it. By the time I
yeah,
got to my adult years, I'm like, I assume when I see that genre name, oh, it sucks. Because most of the shit I listened to, there was only a couple exceptions that I liked. So
hmm,
I don't listen to it. Just like doom metal. I don't listen to most doom metal because most of it I heard I don't like. Now there's exceptions. Just like NSBM. There's a couple exceptions. I do like Goat Moon. But most of it I don't even check out because I just think it sucks. Like, and then the right side, the guys that are all NSBM, they think, oh, he's a pussy. He likes dark funeral and fake black metal. I'm like, no, 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 dude. There's no pussy about it. I don't like your shitty NSBM because the music is garbage. If the music
hmm,
was good, I would have no problem supporting it and listening to it. I was like, but the music's generally garbage. And most of those people, the reason I call them out, I don't think they truly like the bands. I literally don't. They only like them because of the message. And I've said it multiple times. I was like, if you taken majority of those bands, if you changed their lyrics, kept the music exactly the same, You change their lyrics to fucking Cradle of Filth lyrics, I guarantee 75% of the fan base would be off. They wouldn't even listen to them. So it's like, okay, so you're not listening because
Probably.
you like the music, and I know that because the music sucks so bad. There's no possibility you listen to them because of the music. You listen to them only because of the message.
Yeah, they're edgelords. They're just
Mm-hmm.
edgelords, basically.
Yeah.
Um, One thing I am curious. I'm thinking of doing interviews on my channel in the future. So
Mm-hmm.
when you do a Zoom, like you send me
Mm-hmm.
the link for the Zoom,
Uh-huh.
do you edit the video to where, because like right now the camera is on me because I'm talking, then it's going to switch to you when you talk. Do
No,
you do that or is it
I don't do shit.
automatic?
It's automatic. Yeah, dude. I don't know
Really?
what the fuck I'm doing. All I do is hit record,
Hmm,
and then I'm gonna hit stop end meeting once we're done, and that's it. And then I just download it and upload it to YouTube.
sweet. Okay. I'm going to
Yeah,
have
it
to
does. It
start
does
doing
the
that.
work for you.
I think I'm going to interview you, by the way, and it's going to be about a month or so. You'll be
All right.
maybe one of my first interviews on my
Yeah, let me know,
channel.
dude. I'll come. I'll come on. I'll come on the channel. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, I, there was, let's see, I think the first video that I did with you was it's gotten over like 5,000 hits by now, and
Exactly. Told you,
I've
man.
looked through the comments. The comments were awesome. You guys, people watching are awesome people. Um, but they well, I saw a couple of people mention that I out cannibal corpsed you
I think
because
I
I
saw that too,
yeah.
and I was like, hey, maybe. I was like, hey, dude. I never said. I've said multiple times. I never said I heard it all and I know it all. I was like, you know what I mean?
Well, it gave me an idea. It would be we'd have to find an impartial third party.
Mhm.
It could be LCAT, could
Mhm.
be someone like that. Um, we could do like Cannibal Corpse trivia game show
Mhm.
and see who knows more about Cannibal Corpse. That I wouldn't mind trying that. I
The
think I
only
would do
problem is
pretty
you'd have to
well.
get a person. I agree. You'd have to get a third person. But let's say
Hmm.
like somebody like Lindsay, she wouldn't know what to ask. Like you'd have to
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
third person that's a pretty big Cannibal Corpse fan too. They'd be like, "Let me ask this," as opposed if they're to ask like obvious shit. What's the most popular Cannibal Corpse song? It's like, well, if you don't know that, Jesus fuck, man, come on. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's like you're not going to stump anyone with that. So she would have to like maybe like even stuff that's not even hard, like when did Bob Ruse, what's the last record he played on? Like shit like that, but even you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. I was trying to come up with some myself that. Okay, here's one. I'll see if you know this. You probably do. Um, okay, so Glenn Benton does background vocals on Mangled, Skullful of Maggots, and Vomit the Soul. On Mangled and Skullful of Maggots, there's someone else who did background vocals. Who is it?
Isn't it Walker from Cancer?
Nope.
Because I know Glenn does backing vocals then on Cancer Dead, the second album, Death Shall Rise or whatever. Um is it John Tardy maybe?
No, nope, nope, nope. Hmm.
'Cause I know I think there's three guys, isn't it? Especially on not on Vomit the Soul is only Glenn, I know that. But on
I had
Mangled.
checked the archives. It lists two different people on both Mangled and Skullful of Maggots.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was definitely two or three guys. And I knew Glenn was the obvious one because that's why I brought my CDs from to sign, and I told that story. No, I just thought it was another guy from Florida, or I remember the cancer story. They're in town, but I think that was with Glenn recording on there. No, who's this? Who's the other guy then?
I'll end the suspense. No, it's Francis from Incubus.
Oh, okay, that I didn't know that. No,
Yeah,
I wasn't aware of
yeah.
that.
I
Yeah,
didn't either. I mean, I didn't either. I just saw that and I was like, oh wow, okay.
yeah.
But yeah. Let me know if hey, let them know in the comments if we should do what could we call it? The Super Bowl of Cannibal Corpse or something, some ultimate trivia contest. That would be interesting.
It would be a good way to have it, and I mean, it could be for his channel. We both go on his channel, and that way we could go on a different channel and helps him out too, because and he's good at doing stuff like this, and he's done similar stuff, and he knows how to have multiple people on, like the chats, which I don't know how to do
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Is Francisco at Jamming Out All Badass? I gone on his channel a couple times.
I think I've seen that. Yeah, I think I know that who you're talking about.
Yeah, I've done a couple interviews on there. I've been on there a few times.
Yeah.
Um, But Francisco, he's in bands like Thy Feeble Savior, Eat the Decay playing Dead by Dog too. August 1st, God damn it, 2026. from Texas. But Francisco is good at doing that kind of stuff, and he has done similar stuff like that. And I think he'd be a good host if he did it on his channel. And then that way it gives plus, I mean, it brings his traffic to you now. They're like, who's this Dominic guy? And then
Yeah,
obviously me as well, even though I've been on there a couple times, so they've seen it. But yeah, going on other channels, dude, is the way to go. That's why I laugh my ass off where people are like, they comment about the $100. I'm like, if you have a channel and you're smaller than me, you're an idiot. Like, for example, I was like, if there was other metal channels right now and they're like, we charge $100 to come on, and they were much bigger than me, I would sign up in 2 seconds. I'm like, I want to get my opinions and my voice out there to their audience because I know there's going to be a percentage of them that are like, oh, I kind of like this guy. Let me check him out. You're going to gain new fans overnight. It is the most, dude, put it this way. All the most successful like YouTubers and podcasters know this. Like the one way you succeed is like you go and get on big podcasts and you go on their channel. Like they know this,
yeah,
like that's like the formula. For example, like, dude, did you not realize there's people that would pay like what I'm doing with you? There was people that literally would pay thousands of dollars to go on Joe
yeah.
Rogan because I mean that's
Oh
Joe
yeah,
Rogan, he's huge. But
yeah,
so I mean I'm charging $100. I'm like,
yeah.
some of these other people they have bands and businesses and platforms and
And
some of them have YouTube
pl-
channels and they're not. I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. Like, what are you doing? I would be
and
all over that if
plus,
somebody offered that.
I don't think people realize, I don't mind paying to do it because you're taking time out of your schedule. You're working all day on, you're busy. You're
1,000%.
taking time out to talk to me to let me push whatever I want to push, say whatever so basically do whatever I want to do, so it works out, I'm doing it because, well, I'm doing it out of selfishness too, because I'm trying to get my stuff seen, you
Correct.
know, so
Well,
yeah,
plus what that because people think like this is all I do, or this is like I'm like, dude, this is like just literally extra credit. I could stop doing the YouTube channel tomorrow and my life would be exactly the same, just so you know. Like, for
right.
example, we just did a Halloween vinyl sale over the weekend. Dude, we are so behind on orders right now. I was here all weekend packing and doing stuff. That's what I do. That's how I make my money
Yeah,
is through the business Hell's Headbangers. I'm like, yeah, me stopping to do the videos, I would get more work done and be less stressed out if I didn't do these videos. So when
yeah,
somebody's like, why don't you do it for free or have someone on? I'm like, well, number one, everybody hit me up every day. I was like, number two, I was like, I have a job, man. This isn't my job. I was like, there has to be a
yeah,
reason for me to do it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Speaking of money, I might as well push while I'm doing this. I've got a Patreon.
Mhm.
And if everyone watching could go on, I'm trying to get people to sign up it's $1. The lowest tier on my Patreon is $1. So if I could just get everyone to do $1, they can cancel after they sign up. If I could just get everyone to get $1, then I'd be, well, that would be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
Have you ever been have you ever been to North Carolina?
Yeah, a few times. The last time I was there was that's where I did that corpse grinder interview. You saw my corpse grinder
Oh,
interview in person?
was that at John McEntee's
Yeah. Yep.
festival?
But prior to that, I've only been in North Carolina when I was a kid, like family vacations. So very uneventful because I mean I was maybe 10, if not younger.
Yeah, yeah. Does Hell's Headbangers ever do like horror conventions and stuff like that?
We have this convention called Cinema Wasteland. The first
Yeah, yeah,
weekend,
yeah.
it's the first weekend of April and the first weekend of October, uh, every year. So twice a year, every 6 months. And Eric used to vent at that for multiple times, but he stopped a few years ago just because it's getting kind of really, really repetitive. It's all the same people that always show up because they
Hmm.
do it so often. I mean, this has been going on for, oh shit, they've been doing this probably close to 20 years
Yeah.
now, if not
Hmm.
20 years. Because
Yeah.
when I found out about it, I mean, the first time I went was shit, at least 15 years ago, and it was well established then. So,
Yeah.
and so it's in just Strongsville, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cleveland. So it's very much the same people always attending. So it's kind
Hmm.
of like you're just getting the same audience. You know what I mean?
The reason I ask is because in February, I think it's either February or March, uh, it's called Mad Monster Party. It's a really big horror convention that happens in Charlotte. I think it's Charlotte, or it might be Concord this time. I'm not sure. Um, but keep an eye on that. February is probably not enough time to prepare for it, but it's a pretty big convention that I'm definitely going to go to. Um, and there was something else I was going to say. What was
Because
it?
you are in North Carolina. I forget where you said you are.
Yeah, I'm in. It's called Hickory, North Carolina.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah,
Hickory.
yeah. Of course, yeah, I've heard of it. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, we're right in basically almost dead in the middle of North
Okay.
Carolina.
So is the weather there always nice?
No, no, no. I mean, we do get all four seasons, which is
So
nice.
but you don't get snow, do you?
Yeah, yeah, we get snow.
Oh no, shit. Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I try. I asked mom if she would be up for driving to Ohio next August. She said, no. I don't think
Yeah, it's
she's gonna
about
wanna. She
when
doesn't
I
want
did.
to.
It depends
You
where
know.
you are, how far you are. Because when I did, I don't remember where McAtee's Fest was exactly, but it took me 7 hours to get there.
Yeah, it would probably be at least 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Anytime for us to do a trip like that, it's harder on us to travel because for obvious reasons.
Hmm.
It's harder for me to travel.
Yeah.
And so if we do make a trip of that length, at least 8 hours, she's gonna want to see family up there,
Yeah.
do that kind of stuff.
You guys have
So
family in
yeah.
Ohio?
Well, not Ohio, but they're in Indiana.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the next state over. Yep.
Yeah. And so she's I don't think I can't get mom psyched up to go to a metal festival.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
Yeah,
sure she'd be fucking bored,
yeah,
fucking stiff. Dude, my mom want to go
yeah,
to that crap. My mom doesn't like
yeah,
that shit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Although I see, I do I like the set so far. You've got what? Denial. I knew who Denial of God was before J-Dog.
Hell yeah.
Does that get me
See?
any cool points?
It does, dude. Dude, there was guys. I mean, I think it wasn't this. It wasn't Dead by Dog. It was the Hellcast days when I was going on with Craig,
Hmm.
and I think it was an episode I was on, and then he read in the comments, came back. We were Dismember got brought up, and there was people that didn't know who that was, and Craig came and
Wow.
told me, kind of. He's like, "Did you?" He's like, "Did you ever?" He's like, "That's kind of like weird, don't you think?" I'm like, "Super fucking weird. Like, how the fuck do you not know who Dismember is? Like." That's like
Hmm.
crazy to me. Like, how are you in the death metal and you don't know who that is? That like makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I can get like if you just don't like them for
Right,
some
right. That's
weird
exactly.
reason, but not
Yeah,
knowing who they are, that's a bit much.
total
Um,
much much. I mean,
yeah,
unless you're like 15 and you just got into this 3 months ago and you're learning all bands, okay,
yeah,
then
yeah,
maybe then outside that, like where the fuck you been?
yeah. There's one really obscure. This is off topic kind of, but have you ever heard of the band Energetic Crusher?
No, I can't
They
say I
were a
have.
thrash band from 80. Well, they put their album out in 89, and then they had a demo right after that. But then they broke up. It was super. It's in the vein of Demolition Hammer and Morbid Fate. It's just
Hmm.
straight ahead, gut level thrash.
That's the thrash I generally prefer.
Yeah, yeah, I like stuff from that era. Energetic Crusher is really good. I've been listening to a lot of Coroner lately. Like the new, have you heard the new Coroner?
No, the only thing that corner I really liked was the demo. Was it the Death Cult demo? The demo that Tom Warrior sings on. As much as I bust his balls.
I do like I'm a big fan of Triptychon. I know you're not into that at all. I know,
Right.
right?
I
Yeah.
didn't like that from day one. I thought that was the biggest fucking blanky pillow metal I've ever heard in my life. But I know guys that love it, like a lot of the Parma guys I rip on,
Hmm.
Parma metalists, they all love Triptychon. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
them guys are friends of mine and shit. Like, yeah, yeah, because even at a couple of them were at Maryland Death Fest. Like, yeah, yeah, I gotta go watch Triptychon. I was like, you liked? I think even I think Kyle from Incantation Shed the Skin. I think he likes them too because
Mm.
was hanging out talking to him, and then he's like, "Yeah, yeah, Triptychon's going on." I'm like, "You like that shit?" And you were ripping on DSI, brah,
Man, I hate that John McEntee wasn't able to keep that festival going because
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, fests are like they're hard. I mean, like I lost money on mine, but I knew I would first time,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
wasn't much. I only lost like in total probably about $1,000. But in general, like put it this way, even if you do a fest, man, and you only make $1,000 or 2,000, even then it's not worth doing it because all the work that's involved. It's like you
Hmm.
could have literally you could have got the evening McDonald's job and worked way less and made that money. So all the
Yeah.
work that's involved, even that's not worth it if you're making 1,000 or 2,000. So
Hmm.
if he was losing money, like I heard, it's like, how many years the low is he going to go? And that, keep in mind, most guys that lose money, you're losing 10, 20, 30 grand. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I mean, I could guarantee you, dude, Metal Threats, I could guarantee you he lost well into the six figures, well into it.
Wow. Yeah, I almost went too, but I couldn't go. I'm going to try to go. I want to go to another show later this year. Maybe I don't know. I know Catatonia is coming next year. Uh, you don't like Catatonia at all, do you?
You know, it's funny. I always said I figured I wouldn't, but somebody played in the shop, an ex-employee, and I was like, "Who are we listening to?" And it was some early Catatonia, and I thought it was really good, but I don't remember what it was. I was like, "Oh, I just figured this would be like hippie doom, like just trendy, like gothic stuff." He's like, "Well, it's hit or miss." He's like, "Not all their stuff's good." And I remember
Hmm.
him telling me like this, and this is good. I'm like, whatever. Listen, I was like, this is pretty fucking good. I got to sound like this is like surprisingly good.
You might like Brave Murder Day. That one has vocals by Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth. I know you're not you couldn't possibly be an Opeth fan.
To this day, dude, again, I never listened to it. When I saw a pink flower on the cover, I was like, I ain't even listening to it.
I
But
love
I like his
Opeth.
vocals. Isn't he the one that sings on the first Bloodbath album?
Yeah, he does the first EP and the first LP,
Yeah, that's the best.
Resurrection Through Carnage.
That's the
Yeah,
best shit in my opinion by far.
yeah, awesome. I love his vocals on that. And he also did the Fathomless Mastery, I think it's called.
But yeah, listen to
Um,
that one. I like the last one I have is the one with Brave New Hell. That song's fantastic, but I know that's not him singing. I think that's is
that's
was it
Peter.
Peter?
That's
Yeah,
Peter
Peter Sackern.
Capper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's that album called?
Nightmares Made Flesh.
Yeah, that's the last one I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's an awesome album too. And I'm
Mhm.
not even that big of a fan of Hypocrisy. I like his voice a lot, but I don't know. I never really.
But did you listen to the first two? Because the first two Peter doesn't sing on.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even know
The
that.
guy. So the thing is, the first two Hypocrisies, I think, are some of the best death metal albums to ever come out of Sweden. The singer on it is the second singer
Oh,
from
wait, is
Dark
that the guy
Funeral.
from Dark Funeral?
Yeah, but his vocals are drastically different. Like, put it this
Okay,
way, I
yeah.
was a huge Hypocrisy fan as a kid and a huge Dark Funeral fan as a kid. I didn't
Mhm.
realize it was the same guy until I was like almost 30 years old. And I'll do, like, because you would never guess. It's completely different. It's like pure black metal vocals and Dark Funeral, and his voice is fucking badass. He's got like those badass death metal vocals. I don't know how to like
Mhm.
how else to describe it. Like
Yeah,
I wouldn't call him brutal. I wouldn't call him sick. It's kind of like Glenn Benton, but doesn't sound like Glenn Benton. Like bad, you know how Glenn Benton's is like badass.
yeah,
It's kind of like badass, but that's the best way I can describe it. And but a voice that sounds like nobody else. I mean, there's other bands that have come along that are similar since, but not at the time. His he had a voice of his own. Really killer
yeah.
vocals.
Well, I really liked his black metal vocals too, and Dark Funeral. I
Same.
really like,
I think it was the best albums is hit. Well, I mean, I do like Secrets of the Black Arts a lot, but my favorite Dark Funeral is the third album, the Diabolus Interium. I mean,
Mhm.
songs like Hail Murder, An Apprentice of Satan, Rival of Satan's Empire, Armageddon Finally Comes. I mean, I think those songs are phenomenal. Uh,
I like the last album that he did with them.
is that the Terror or the
Atera
Angelus?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
like that one a lot. I
I liked
haven't
them all. I
listened
liked
to
every Dark
anything.
Funeral album. Now, don't be wrong. After like, honestly, after the third one, I'm a little hazy on all of them. But I think I own all of them. Even the last
Hmm.
two I picked up, I thought they were good. I dug them.
Hmm. Yeah, I haven't listened to any of the current, the modern Dark Funeral stuff. I haven't listened to that.
I
I'm
mean, it's the
sure.
same shit. It's literally the
Yeah.
same shit. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it's literally like kind of Cannibal Corpse, but only black metal, like same goddamn formula.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. Um, oh yeah, okay. Now I just thought of something else I was going to talk about. So on my YouTube channel, um, I'm thinking of changing the focus up to like, because I've been doing a lot of reaction videos. But I don't know, in my opinion, reaction videos are just boring because you're literally just sitting there watching someone listen to. I don't know how reaction channels ever got popular
I don't
to
either,
begin with. It's unreal. I don't
dude.
get it.
I've never watched a reaction video in my life. Like, because to me, like, why would I want to see a reaction of a complete stranger? Like, I'll just listen to it or watch it myself. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't get it.
Mhm.
Like, but I know they're popular because people ask me to do them, and I'm just like, But I was like, the thing is like I feel like the most people that are doing it, they're being fake because they're making
Yes.
fake reactions to make it to
Yes.
make it entertaining, which I understand. I was like,
Yeah.
honestly, I was like, I just don't want to do that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking of just doing like more ranking videos and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I just did my first pro wrestling video the other day because I know you do bodybuilding stuff, but do you ever watch wrestling?
I did as a kid, one of those cool
Yeah.
guys like the Ultimate Warrior and the Hogs and Macho Man and Undertaker, the
Yeah, yeah,
classic
yeah.
guys. I couldn't tell you one goddamn guy that wrestles today, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big Undertaker fan. It's kind of a bummer, like when guys like that, like the Undertaker, when he retired a few years ago, he started doing more quote unquote out of character stuff, and that just demystified him. Now he just some guy, like he's a big Trumper, you know? And
Hmm.
I don't love or hate Trump. I'm just like, you know, why would you want to alienate at least half of your fan base by associating with either
I know,
Republicans
dude.
or
I
the
never understand if anyone that's like really popular or has a business. I always thought they're an idiot when they take a stance on politics. I was like,
yeah,
I was like, your best bet is to not talk about it whatsoever, or just be in the middle. I was like, because if you have a strong stance on either side, you literally just lost half a fucking market of people.
yeah,
I was like, and their money's just as green as the others. So I was like, to me, I just see a fucking moron when they do that.
yeah. And I would feel the same way even if he was a huge Biden fan or something. It would be like a kind of a bummer. Like, why would you want to be associated with politics is like the most boring, joy-stealing topic I can even think of. You know, it's music. Music to me is my politics. That's my religion, you know?
Yeah, like
Um,
I always said too, dude. But it actually wasn't me. I stole it. Ozzy Osbourne said, "Rock and roll is my religion and my law." I just changed it.
mhm.
Basically, death metal or metal is my religion, my law.
Have you
But
seen
same goddamn thing.
the new there's two documentaries, the latest Ozzy Osbourne documentary. I guess it was made like a few months before he died.
No, but it's something I would watch for sure.
Yeah, I think it's on Hulu. It's on some
Oh, we have
streaming
Hulu. Dude,
service.
I have every goddamn app known to man.
It's
It's
it,
not by
it,
my choice. I didn't even get it. The Lindsay gets it for the kids and for our
mhm,
nieces and shit because some people in my family they can't afford shit, so we just buy it and we let them use our shits.
yeah,
So some of it I've never used once in my life. I got 3 or 4 or 5 apps, dude. I've never even opened once in my life, but they use it and
yeah,
I just pay for it. So
yeah. I subscribe to too many things. I need to cut a few out.
yeah.
Um, but no, I recently watched. There was a home video. I've been trying to collect more. Like bands would release VHS back in the day, you know.
Hmm.
Um, Well, Vulgar Video is a good example. Something like that Pantera did. But
Hmm.
I watched Ozzy Osbourne's what's it called? What's it called? I can look it up. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, it was a VHS release that he did. Um, it was just a documentary that it was like the making of No More Tears, basically.
No, I never seen that. And that's the first album by Ozzy where I didn't like the entirety of the album because I like 3 or 4 songs off that record. But the last album
Mhm.
that I liked, the album in entirety was "No Rest for the Wicked." Even though it's kind of a cheesy album, but I still like it because all the '80s Ozzy albums are some of my favorite heavy metal ever.
hmm well, shit, I'm not seeing it here. Oh well. Anyway, oh, now I know. I was going to tell you. Okay, so I was recently watching. It might have been part of Centuries of Torment. I'm not sure. It was the making of Evisceration Plague,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a shot in the studio where, you know, a lot of times in the studio, bands will have working song titles or just stuff they're working on a big marker board. And they showed a huge marker board with song titles and songs that didn't make it onto the album.
Hmm.
And there's one called there's a song they I don't know if it became a song or if it was just a working title for something else, but there was one called Too Sick to Suck It. Too Sick to Suck It.
That's actually pretty nice. I don't know why they want to use that. That's a good title. And like, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
my recommendation is I told him, yeah, throw. I think maybe I said to a corpse grinder or off air or something is, yeah, thrown in the wood chipper. You know what I mean? Because I just think
Mm,
the reason why I think that's a cool title is a guy that works for us, whatever. He always bitches, hey, you'd be thrown in a wood chipper. And I'm like,
dude,
that
that
would be a fucking painful way to die. And I'm like, well, Jesus Christ, Cannibal Corpse is sung about pretty much every way to kill somebody. Why not add that to it? Because I know they didn't do it. So I was like, I mean, that
well,
is a good one to go over.
dude, that actually happened. There was a story around here. This
Oh,
is
I'm
years
sure. I'm sure a few people. Oh, I'm sure
th-
it's happened for
this is
sure.
years ago, but it was actually a get this, it was a disabled child.
Hmm.
Someone it, was- I believe she was legally blind. There was something else wrong with her, and her parents killed her and then put her body through a wood chipper.
Well, yeah, there's like you hear that even on like shows or documentary, not documentary, like movies, like shows like Dexter and shit. How to get rid of a body, and somebody say like maybe a wood chipper. The only problem with that is that seems like a dummy movie. That'd be so fucking messy. Now you have this blood and shit everywhere. Like that'd be it just seemed like a messy way to. I don't
Yeah.
know. Probably why they got caught, right?
Uh, I don't know how I'm not sure what it was or how they got caught eventually. I think they killed like the baby too. Like maybe it was the brother, little brother or sister. They chopped up the baby into small pieces and just, I don't know.
God
It's
damn, times are
insane.
tough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one way of putting
Yeah,
it.
damn.
Oh man. But yeah, I was trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to push on here. Come
Yeah,
on,
so
Dom,
do it.
think.
Yeah, let me know because like I said, I got another Zoom at 5 too. I got two back to back. This is the first goddamn day because generally
Ah,
Mondays and Wednesdays are the best days for me to do them, and I got two in the same day, and I was like, yeah, I mean, unless you wanted to wait till next week, I was like, but he's like, yeah, I could do 5. I was like, yeah, I was like, we should be pretty much done that because it's just like right
yeah.
around an hour.
Yeah, I think I've pretty much said everything. I mean, check out my YouTube channel. I'm sure there's a link somewhere. You're gonna put a link to that in the
Yeah, yeah. Give
description.
me after this. Reply to
Yeah,
me again. Give me the link just so I can because all I do is copy and paste it. Whatever you
right.
want said, because I don't type anything. That way, it's what the person wants. I was like, I just copy it. Boom, it's there. You know what I mean? That's how I do it. But yeah, yeah. I'll
Okay.
absolutely paste it right at the top of the description of this. Check out Dom's YouTube channel. Did a bunch of people did because I checked on it, but it was within like less than 24 hours the day your video went up, and then I went
Mhm.
to your video and I know people went over. Did you see like a pretty good uptick in people going over there and
I
watching? And
did. I noticed I was getting a little more views in the week or two around the video.
okay,
Yeah, I did. So I'll give you that link and the link to my website. For those that
yeah,
don't know, hell, I've been talking this whole time. Maybe they don't know. I've got I've got a website. I call it my horror/metal passion project, and I it's funny because I'm kind of like you in that I'm using YouTube to try to drive eyeballs to the website,
yeah,
and yep, I'm also like you in that. I've got like 9 or 10 reviews written and they are set to publish like if I die tomorrow, you know,
yeah. They
that
go up, yeah,
yeah,
correct, yeah.
yeah.
That's what,
Yeah,
yes,
I'm the cripple so metal. My website will update itself from beyond the grave.
yeah. That's the way
Yeah.
I say it. Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, my videos will still be going up after I fucking die.
Yeah, yeah.
You
But
know,
yeah, both of us die. If both of us are killed tomorrow in horrible flaming car crashes, we'll
yo,
both have our websites. Go check them out. But yeah, I'll send you the link to that.
yeah, awesome, dude.
Um, anything you want to ask me?
Yeah, do you have any siblings?
No.
You know, got it. Okay, because I wasn't sure, like how you got into the metal then, because like I figured like
Um,
maybe your mom might be a little bit more protective of you since you know with your disability
she
and that you
was
probably heard it from siblings or cousins or something like that, like how you stumbled
my
across stream music.
my dad. I he's a classic rock guy, but I discovered like Black Sabbath through him.
Okay, yeah,
And
yeah,
I also have a cousin who, growing up, he was kind of basically like an older brother.
yeah,
He filled that role,
yeah.
and he listened to a lot of heavier stuff. He wasn't into death metal though. I found death metal on my own, and black metal. That's just stuff I just found
It's
just
always
on
the
my
best, man.
own.
When you find it on your own, that's the best because it's the most organic. Because if you find it on your own
Hmm.
and you're like, I like this, you're
Hmm.
not copying off any, like you're not trying to like not hurt a friend's feelings or something that played it for you. It's like, I don't like it, or there's no peer pressure. It's
Yeah,
just 100% organic. You found on your own. Because if you listen to it, you could easily tuck in the trash. There's nobody else around it. You're by yourself, right? But
yeah,
when you know deep down you like it on your own, that's the most organic way. And that's what I try to like. That's why I don't push it onto people. I don't like it. People think because my channel, I'm like, dude, just stop talking, man. Like, well, I shouldn't have. I was like, obviously, I have to talk on channel. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about my everyday life. I was like, I do not
yeah,
push nothing, my beliefs, music, anything onto people. Like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like kids or family members. Now, if they ask, I will give my honest opinion.
Yeah,
But unless they ask, I don't say shit. You know what I mean? Because
I don't have
I want the
anyone.
opinion to be organic. I was like, they're not interested. But if they ask and they're legit, then I'll talk about it. But unless they don't, but again, somebody's gonna say, "Oh, this guy's the most opinion dick I've ever heard." I'm like, you're coming to my channel to where that's all I have to do is talk. What the fuck am I gonna say? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But dude, sorry, I had to clarify because I know you obviously get it. You're watching, but you'd be amazed. Like some of the shit, I was like, dude, I don't know why some of this shit needs to be explained to some of you guys.
yeah. When it comes to like my actual social life, most of the people who I deal with outside of the internet don't listen. Yeah, they don't understand metal
No,
or any of
yeah,
it.
no, 100%
Especially when
no.
I go to family functions, forget about it. It's
Forget about it. Yeah. I mean, I
yeah,
have my brothers and they're obviously into metal too, but outside that, the rest, like our dad and shit, my mom, dad, my dad's the one that calls it, I don't like that. His exact words, he said two things always. I don't like that headbanging shit. Those fucking screaming demons. That was his exact line. That's what he say.
yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, sometimes family functions can be pretty brutal.
Mhm.
Um, at least as brutal as the dying fetus, I guess I could say.
Yep.
But yeah, I hope that there's a new Dying Fetus album coming out soon.
Well, I saw that one track, and people
Yeah,
ask me, "What do you think of the new Dying Fetus track?" I was like, "It was Fetus. It's kind of like Dark Funeral and Cannibal Corpse." I was like, "It's all
yeah,
good." I was
yeah.
like, "What else?" Like, they definitely have the formula. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I was like, I'd rather that than them giving me a goddamn fucking curveball like a carcass or something. You know what I mean?
I just saw it like right before I clicked onto the Zoom. I just looked up there's a new Mayhem album coming out. I listened to the new Mayhem song.
Somebody told me that, and maybe I'll check it out because I liked the one album that I listened to a few years ago. I think it was the second to last album. I know Attila sang on it, and people
Was
were
it
busting my.
Damon?
It
Da
might have been. I want to say it is that, but don't quote me on that. I'm not
yeah.
positive. But I put it on the shop, and I'm like, it's pretty good. I was like, I'm
hmm
surprised. And it definitely Attila was singing on. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the new one is more in that vein too.
yeah,
I mean, I only listened to it once, but it sounds like it's going to be a pretty good record. I like Damon quite a bit. Um,
yeah.
and
I remember one of the songs specifically too. Because I only listened to it once in the shop. It was track 3 or 4, and I was like, this is actually a really good song. Like first listen, I'm like, this is actually
mhm,
stands out. Like I was like, oh shit, I'm actually kind of surprised because the last thing
yeah.
I heard was Grand Declaration of War, and I thought it was so bad I never listened to anything since. you know,
Not big on that album. I do like Chimera.
uh,
I do like that one quite a bit.
I see, I never heard it.
Okay, yeah.
No.
It's less. I don't. It's almost pretty unique actually. They don't sound like it. It's funny. Mayhem doesn't sound like a lot of other black metal bands. They kind of have their own thing going.
The stuff time for me to listen to that kind of stuff, honestly, it is now. Because, dude, I mean, that's like that with anybody as they get older. I'm definitely way more, as I get older, I'm more and more open minded towards music for sure.
hmm
So,
Well, I'll go ahead and end it here then. I'll let you get to your next
we'll do this, Dom. We'll
deal.
set up again. It's got to be scheduled out. We'll do,
hmm
yeah, we'll do an interview for your channel. Just hit me up when you're going to start doing interviews, and I'll jump on
Yeah.
That's free. I do those free. I'll go on your channel, and of course for you too. I'll give a shout out too. Like, hey, check out my interview with Dominic, and I'll put that link in there too. So that'll get a lot of traffic your way too. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah. Give me a few weeks to figure it all out, and
Yeah.
although I
No. Yeah.
should be able to figure it out if it's as easy as you're saying, I'm a little surprised that there's not more to it.
I'm pretty done with that shit, dude, and I figured it out. And I'm pretty bad with this shit, believe it or not. So yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
easy. It's pretty easy.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, thanks again, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you later.
Yeah, Dom. Yeah, send me that link, and then guys, check out his channel in the description box. He's trying to get the channel going again, and he
Right
gives
on.
out other info and like reviews and stuff. So check it out for sure, and subscribe and tell him put in the goddamn leave him a comment too. Say the dog sent me.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Keep it
Uh,
metal.
Later, goddammit.
Yep.